Taehang is Jungkook's assistant and he is frustrated with his work day. But something else might be hiding behind that annoyance. Taehang grunted loudly, throwing himself on the couch with his phone in his hand. Taehang, you don't understand Youngie. He is so annoying. He always finds something for me to do. Youngie chuckled on the other side of his line. Youngie, isn't that your job? Tete, you are his assistant. Taehang pointing and glared at the phone, even thought he knew Yogi couldn't see him. Taehang, yeah, assistant, not his maid. Yogi, still, it's been only a month. You can't quit already. Taehang sighed, sitting up straight and running a hand through his soft brown hair. I know I'm just tired and I have to go. He gets here. I'll see you during my lunch break. Youngie, of course, meet you at your usual spot. Youngie smiled softly. Okay, bye. Love you. Youngie, love you too. He ended the call and quickly grabbed his iPad, notepad, and pen. Even one day like this, Youngie was always have him calm down. Tahung to himself, alright, let's get this over with. He walked into the still sleek modern office where John Jungkook, the young CEO, sat with his back turning. Their mutual friend Jimin was already there, talking cheerfully with Jungkook. Jimin, hey, Tete. Taehyung smiled at Jimin, but before he could speak, Jungkook was cut through the air. Jungkook, oh, you are late. Taehyung blinked and checked the time on his iPad. Taehyung, we still have 10 minutes before the meeting starts. Jungkook didn't look at him, but raising his eyebrow, Jungkook, I assume you are going to change into something more proper. Jimin sighed softly, resting his chin in his dead hand. His hands in this banter so many times. They hung scarf and sat down next to Jimin. He crossed his legs purposely, making his skirt right up a little higher. Taehyung is marking. This is proper enough, or are you checking me out, boss? Jungkook finally turned his head slightly, looking away with an annoying expression. Jungkook finally turned his head slightly, looking away with an annoying expression. Taehyung, don't flirt yourself. Jimin laughed and bumped shoulder with Taehyung. Jimin, how's Youngie? Still the same cold guy? Taehyung, doing great actually. Probably the only person who understands me these days. Jimin, is he coming to see you during your lunch break? Taehyung tattled his head, curious. Taehyung, maybe. Why? Why are you asking? Jungkook turned his gaze towards them, suspicious. Jungkook, isn't that unprofessional? Jimin waved him off. Jimin, come on, Cookie. I was thinking you two could eat with us in the executive room today. Taehyung grinned widely. Taehyung, we would love that. Jungkook sighed, rubbing his forehead. Jungkook, I didn't approve that. Jimin smiled. Jimin, good things. You are not my boss then. Taehyung laughed, enjoying the annoying look on Jungkook's face. He leaned closer to Jimin, Taehyung whispering, he's really get mad so easily, doesn't he? Jimin grinned. He pretended to be cold, but he just sighed. Before they could continue, the door opened and more executive entered in the room. Everyone took their seat and the meeting began. A few hours later, lunch was served in the executive room. Taehyung, Yoongi, Jimin, and Jungkook sat at the large polished table. Taehyung smiled brightly, sitting close to Yoongi. Taehyung, this food smells amazing. Yoongi calmly, don't forget to eat slow. You always get too excited. Jimin leaned towards Yoongi with a playful grin. Jimin, so Yoongi, are you single? Yoongi coldly, yes, but I don't go for mouths. Jimin smiled. Oh, that means I still have a chance. Taehyung giggled and whispered to Yoongi. Taehyung, he flirted with everyone, just ignore him. Jungkook watched them quietly, his spoon pausing halfway to his mouth. He didn't say anything, but something in his eyes changed when Taehyung leaned with Yoongi. Jungkook to Jimin. Isn't this room supposed to be for executive only? Jimin, Young is a senior producer and Taehyung work here, doesn't he? Jungkook looking away from a little. Jungkook, whatever. Taehyung noticed Jungkook's mood and leaned towards him, smirking. After lunch, Taehyung walked with Yoongi to the elevator. Yoongi, oh, that Jungkook guy, he seems cold. Taehyung rolled his eyes. Cold, annoying, bossy, and impossible. Yoongi is smirking, but your eyes say something else. Taehyung stopped walking and stared at Yoongi. Taehyung, what? What they supposed to mean? What they supposed to mean? Yoongi, nothing. Just remember, people act mean when they are scared to show how they really feel. Taehyung softly, As the elevator door closed, Taehyung stood still for a second. He looked back towards Jungkook's office, heart beating a little faster for a reason he couldn't explain. A few hours after lunch, the office had quieted down. The sun outside turned golden as Taehyung picked his things from his desk, humming softly to himself. He was excited to finally go home and relax. Suddenly, the sound of the door open made him jump. Jungkook walked into Taehyung's small office, dressed in his casual black shirt with sleeve rolled to his elbow. Jungkook, what are you doing on Monday? Taehyung blinked and looked up confused by the sudden questions. Taehyung, you have that business conference in Dubai? Jungkook leaned casually on the doorframe, watching him. Taehyung, I asked about you, not me. Taehyung stopped moving and stared at him for a moment. His heart escaped a beat for no reason he could understand. Then I guess I have to week off. Jungkook, that sound nice. What are your plans? Jungkook Taehyung frowned and crossed his arms over his chest. Taehyung, what do you care? Jungkook walked into the room slowly, eyes never leaving Taehyung's face. Jungkook, you don't always have to act like a spoiled brat. Just answer the questions. Taehyung gulped and quickly ran his finger through his hair, hoping it would hide the blush rising on his cheeks. He would never admit how Jungkook's deep voice always made his chest feel funny. Taehyung, I'm spending the week with Yoongi. Jungkook, where? Taehyung, here in town. He has a break from work too. Jungkook nodded and gave a small smirk that made Taehyung suspicious. Taehyung, that's nice. Taehyung narrowed his eyes. Taehyung, why are you smirking like that? Jungkook smiled innocently. Jungkook, nothing. Are you done packing up? Let's go. Taehyung raising an eyebrow. Taehyung, yeah, I'm ready. They walk up together like always. It has always been a little strange. Jungkook insisted on driving Taehyung to and from work every day, even thought he never explained why. The ride home was quiet with soft music playing in the background. Taehyung looked out the window, avoiding eye contact. Then, when they finally reached his apartment, Taehyung opened the car door and stepped out. But then, Jungkook, Taehyung turned. Jungkook, pick your bag. Pack your bag. You are coming with me and reserve two hotel rooms. Taehyung, what? Jungkook smirked and pulled the car door shut. Jungkook, good night. Inside the room, Taehyung was hard zipping his suitcase while packing back and forth. Frustrated, Yoongi sat on the couch, eating chips and watching him with a lazy smile. Yoongi, calm down, Tae. Seriously, you need to breathe. Taehyung threw a shirt into his bag and turned to him. Taehyung, how can I calm down, Yoongi? He just told me like that, as if I am some kid kind of puppy. Yoongi laughed. How could you even think he go without you? Taehyung sat on the bed and huffed. Taehyung, he told me I didn't have to come. Yoongi, he also told you your skirts are always provoking. Taehyung groaned and covered his face with his hands. Taehyung, I, I, I really hate him. Yoongi is smirking. Sure, you do. Taehyung looking up quickly and clear. Taehyung, excuse me? Yoongi laughed, clearly enjoying the moment. Yoongi, I'm just saying you always talk to him, Taehyung, because he's annoying to me to no end. Yoongi, I've been in the same room with both of you, Taehyung, and Yoongi, the tension between you two is crazy. Taehyung rolled his eyes and started folding his clothes. Taehyung, oh please, I'm not attracted to him. Yoongi, sure you are not. Taehyung, I'm serious, Yoongi, and I am just saying your cheeks get red every time he talks to you. Taehyung grumbling, are you annoying? Youngie got up and walked towards the door with a teasing smile. Youngie, I still can't believe you are leaving me alone during your break. Tehung potting, I don't plan this. He didn't give me a chance, Youngie. Ah, it's alright. I won't be alone. Jimin invited me on a small trip. Tehung surprised. Really? I didn't think you were into him. Youngie shrugging. He is cute and he likes me. It won't hurt to see if something there's. Tehung smiled and closed his suitcase. Tehung, oh, I'm happy you are finally thinking about relationship. You've been single for too long. Youngie walked to the hallway with a smirk. Youngie, and you're not allowed to judge me, right? Tehung asked Warden in shock. Tehung, excuse me? Before he could throw a pillow, Youngie was already out of the room, laughing. Tehung, mean Youngie, you better run. Tahang looked around the room as Jungkook closed the door behind him. His eyes slowly scanned the cozy hotel site with one last bed in the center. Tahang, is this my room or yours? Jungkook bent down and started removing his shoes, not even glancing up. Jungkook, you booked the room, didn't you? Tahung sat down beside him on the bed, blinking. Tahung, you told me to book 2 rooms, and I did. Jungkook, and you also assumed that Jimin wouldn't be here. Tahung eyes widen. Then, oh no, that means Youngie must be here too, which means I am sharing a room with you. Oh no, he whispered the next word softly under his breath. Then, oh no, this is a nightmare. Jungkook stood up and stretched his arms. Ah, Jungkook, you should fresh up. We have to be downstairs in an hour. Without waiting for a reply, he walked out of the room and closed the door behind him. Then groaned and grabbed one of the pillow. He yelled into it and he fell back on the bed. Tehung mumbling into the pillow. Why is this happening to me? Oh God. Is is the universe teaching me or something else? I remember what Yoongi has said just a day ago that he might have a crush on Jungkook, and now here he was sharing a bed with him. After dinner had ended quickly. Jimin and Yoongi had ordered room service in their own room. Taehyung didn't get to see Yoongi, but he texted him, "Ah, we are in the same place. I miss your face. Hope your dinner's good." Now lying in the bed, Taehyung stared up at the ceiling. The lights were off. The room was silent, except for the sound of his own heartbeat and the soft, even breath of Jungkook lying beside him. His boss lays in the same bed. Taehyung thinking, is my night dress too short? Am I lying too close to him? Can he hear how fast my heart is beating? He shifted slightly, tried not to make noise, but the seats move. Jungkook, would you just sleep already? Taehyung turned quickly, startled by the deep voice in the dark. Taehyung, I'm lying. I'm trying. Sorry. Jungkook, what's wrong then? Taehyung, nothing. Jungkook turned his head to look at him. Even in the dark, Taehyung could feel those sharp eyes on him. Jungkook, you are shivering. Taehyung blinked. Taehyung, I am. He rubbed his feet together and realized he actually was cold. Jungkook, oh, do you want an extra blanket? Taehyung, no, I'm fine. Jungkook sighed and suddenly pulled him close. Taehyung gasped, his face now just inches away from Jungkook. Jungkook, you are frozen if you still like that. Taehyung voice trembled. Taehyung, what are you doing? Jungkook, warning up you up. I thought I got a thank you at least. You are not a heater, you know. Jungkook is smirking. Your dress is too. That's why you are cold. As he speaks, his hand brushes against Taehyung's pose. Taehyung, he's keep from making a sound. Heart was racing now. Jungkook had slowly moved along his again, this time a little firmer. Jungkook, you okay? Taehyung, that's unfair. Jungkook raised an eyebrow. Jungkook, unfair? Taehyung, you are trying to make me needy. Jungkook, is it working? There was that smirk again, the one that made Taehyung lose control. Without thinking, Taehyung leaned forward and him. It was gentle at first, but strong enough to surprise Jungkook, which was exactly what Taehyung wanted. Jungkook frozen for a second, then he begged, and that was it. Something between them. Taehyung's finger grabbed his shoulders as their faster. Soon Jungkook was him. Soon the room filled their heartbreak. Taehyung's heart pounded, but he didn't feel scared. It was warm, gentle, careful. Even thought it was his. Jungkook made sure it didn't hurt. He took his time, him like he was something and precious. The next morning, to his surprise, it wasn't awkward. Taehyung woke up to the soft light of morning, the warmth of the blanket still around him. Jungkook was already up, fixing his tie in the mirror. Jungkook, we have to get ready. The conference start in 30 minutes. Taehyung nodded sleepily. Taehyung, okay. They didn't speak about the night. There was no need. The air between them felt different now. No, not heavy, not strange, just quietly full of something new. They attended the business conference just as planned. Jungkook was a professional as always, but his eyes often found Taehyung, and Taehyung he didn't look away either. After the conference, Taehyung meet up with Yoongi. They went to a quiet cafe nearby, just the two of them. The moment Youngie sat down, Tehang told him everything. Youngie widened his eyes. You did what? Tehang sighed deeply. We made last night. Tehang Youngie blinked and leaned back in his chair, then suddenly laughed. Oh, what happened to hating him? Then looking down, playing with the spoon in his coffee. I don't know anymore. It just, it just happened. I am a little worried. Youngie raised an eyebrow. Worried? Then that he all act weird. The nodded. No, no. He actually acting normal. That's the strange part. But he's still my boss. What if this affect my job, my career? Youngie gently interpreted. Tete, maybe you should stop worrying about your job for a second and think about something else. Tehang looked confused. Huh? Like what? Youngie smiled warmly, like the fact that maybe, just maybe, Jungkook like you. Tehang blinked, his heart suddenly racing. You really think so? But he is so perfect, Youngie. He can have anyone he wants. Why would he want me? Youngie leaned in a smirk. Because you look really cute and lovely in those skirts, Tete. Trust me, he is not blind. Tehang burst out laughing, hiding his red cheeks behind his hand. Oh, stop it. That evening, back at the hotel's sites, Tehang was trying his best to look calm. He took a deep breath and carefully arranged some document on the table. The room was quiet, except for the soft sound of water running. Suddenly, the bathroom door opened. Jungkook walked out of with only a towel wrapped around his waist. His other hand was rubbing his wet hair with a second towel. Drops of the gasped softly and immediately turned his face away, blushing. Uh, Tehang was softly, the meeting was done for a week. For the week, do you want to leave today or tomorrow? Tehang didn't answer at first. He was staring at Tehang's bare legs. The younger man was once again wearing a short skirt and he was bare feet. Slowly, Jungkook walked closer. His eyes now left Tehang. Jungkook teasing, I'm kind hungry. Tehang looking up quickly as still, oh, I can call the restaurant and ask them to bring food here. Jungkook leaned a little closer, his voice low and playful. I had something else in mind. Tehang confused. A cookie. Before he could finish, Jungkook gently lifted by the and placed him on the table. Tehang gasped, his hands holding Jungkook. Tehang whispering, what are you? Jungkook smiled his softly over Tehang's, and you are so warm. Tehang could barely breathe. His heart was racing so fast. It felt like it might fly out of his chest. Jungkook softly, "Oh, you are so beautiful, Taehyung." Taehyung shut his eyes and leaned back slightly, overwhelmed by the sensation. Taehyung's shaky voice, "Oh, Jungkook, does this not bother you? Uh, what are you doing? I mean, we work together." Jungkook looked at him gently, brushing his finger against Taehyung's cheeks. "Taehyung, the only thing that bothers me is that you still doesn't realize." Jungkook nodded. Taehyung surprised. Jungkook nodded, "Yes, a lot, and not just for I've been for you every day, even when you didn't notice." Taehyung blinked back tears. I didn't know." Jungkook softly, "You make me smile even on the hardest day. You challenge me, confuse me, tease me. You make me feel alive." Taehyung felt his aching with emotions. No one had said such things to him before. Not like this, not with eyes full of truth. Taehyung whispering, "Then don't my heart, Cookie." Jungkook leaned in slowly. There together won't, not ever. Taehyung wrapped his arms around Jungkook. And it was more than it was comfort. It was the start of something real. Taehyung let out a soft sound, eyes with unsaid tears as he sat on Jungkook, both of them in the back seat of Jungkook's car. The car was parked quietly in front of Taehyung's house, and the evening air outside was calm, just like the warmth between them. Taehyung's arms were wrapped around Jungkook's shoulders, his head resting on Younger's. His heart was not from nervousness but from how he felt. Jungkook smiled as he looked up at him. "Jungkook, are you okay?" Taehyung nodded, his eyes meeting. Taehyung, "Yes, I'm just emotional." Jungkook leaned forward and gave him on. Jungkook, "You like is close to me." Taehyung looking down at both of them and noticed how where his cheeks turned. Taehyung, "You look like a mess." Jungkook checked the burning Taehyung hair back. Jungkook, "Why don't we just go inside your house? Then we can rest a bit, be comfortable." Taehyung sighed and leaned his forehead against Jungkook. "Taehyung, I can't. I haven't told Yoongi yet that we are dating." Jungkook, "You still haven't told him." Taehyung, "I only told him about the first time before you made sure us stay 2 more weeks in Dubai." Jungkook smiled playfully. Jungkook, "Oh, why are you looking at me like that?" Taehyung, raising his eyebrow. Taehyung sighed. "Taehyung, why are you smirking like that?" Jungkook, "Because I love you when you call me baby." Taehyung eyes widened as he noticed something. Taehyung, wait. Are you getting all shy and smiling again?" Jungkook grinned at pulling him closer. Jungkook, "What can I say? You are too beautiful. I can't help it." Taehyung hit his shoulder slightly and laughed. Taehyung, "Stop teasing me." Jungkook, "But really, when will you tell Yoongi?" Taehyung, "Soon. I just know he is going to tease me like crazy. I don't mind. He can teach us all he wants. I'm happy because I'm with you. Tehang smiled softly. His heart melted at Jungkook's words. Jungkook, we should clean up. I have some vibe in the car. Tehang smiled. Oh, I know. You always keep everything ready. Jungkook, good. Be prepared when you are around. They both laughed softly. After they cleaned up a little, Jungkook leaned back in his seat and Taehyung reached over to fix his messy hair. He loved taking care of Jungkook like this. Small, gentle movement. Taehyung, let me fix this. You look like you just came from a Jungkook, love, maybe. Taehyung, you are too much, Jungkook. Only for you. After a few quiet minutes filled with soft smile and a few more, Jungkook got out and walked Taehyung to the door. Just as they were about to say goodbye, the front door opened. Yoongi stepped out, holding his phone in one hand. Yoongi, oh, hi. Taehyung quickly smiled, feeling a little nervous. Uh, Taehyung, Yoongi? Yoongi looked between the two of them, eyebrow raised. Jungkook suddenly held Taehyung's hand and smiled proudly. Jungkook, we are. Taehyung's eyes widened, surprised. Jungkook said it so suddenly. Jungkook leaned down and on his Yoongi narrowed his eyes and smiled. Yoongi, oh, ready now? Before he could say anything more, the door behind them opened again. Jimin peeked out holding a small bag. Jimin, should I just get us? Uh, oh, he stopped as he saw the three of them standing there. Jimin, hey! Taehyung blinked and looked at Yoongi. Taehyung, ready, Hyung? Yoongi blushed and looked away. Yoongi, let's call it Eva. Taehyung laughing and gave him a quick Taehyung sound good to me. Jungkook wrapped an arm around pulling him. Jungkook, this day turned out better than I thought. Taehyung, yeah, it really did. As they stood under the soft glow of the light, surrounded by a teasing friends and warm smile, it felt like the beginning of something even more beautiful. It was quiet. The rain was falling gently outside the window, making soft sound that in the warm silence of their little apartment inside, the soft yellow light made everything feel cozy. Taehyung was sitting on the couch, hugging his knees, wearing one of Jungkook's oversized. Jungkook came out of the with two mugs of hot chocolate. He walked over and placed one in hand with a warm smile. Here it's warm, beautiful. Taehyung smiled softly. Thank you, Ko. Jungkook sat beside him, their shoulders touching. For a moment, neither said anything. They just listening to the rain and sipped their drink. But their hands were full. Taehyung quietly, oh, Jungkook, can I ask you something? Jungkook looking at him. Hmm. Of course. What is it? Then look it down into his cup. Then, when did you start? Really, me. Jungkook chuckled gently. Jungkook, do you want the truth? Taehyung nodded. Yeah, the real truth. Jungkook placed his cup down and turned to face him. Eyes soft, Jungkook. The day you walked into that cafe with flour on your cheeks, you didn't even know it. You smiled at a kid and helped on an old lady carry her bag that day. I know my heart was in trouble. Taehyung blushing, looking down again. Taehyung softly, the day you started back after closing and helping me clean, even when I didn't ask. Jungkook smiled and gently took his hand. Jungkook, you make me feel safe there. Taehyung looked into his. Taehyung, and you make me am home. The room was again, but this time, uh, Taehyung frozen for a second. But then a smile grew on his face, big and real. Taehyung Jungkook let out a breath. He didn't know he was holding. He leaned in and gently placed his forehead against Jungkook, whispering, say it again. Taehyung whispering back, Jungkook, around. They stay like that for a long time, holding each other as the rain keep falling outside. Later, Taehyung rested his head on while they sat on the couch, leg tangled, hands held tightly. Taehyung, can we stay like this forever? Jungkook, forever and even longer. They both laughed softly. Before going, Jungkook placed a little on forehead. Uh, good to you, my always. So I hope Army you would like this story. If you like, don't forget like, share and subscribe my channel. See you tomorrow. Bye.